Alright, so I know I should have just canned off yesterday, but I want to talk a little more about it because I didn't really cover everything about why I'm game taking one side of the power and explain the timings for it. Now it's gonna seem like I'm doing Scare's splitter fusion concept from his video, but it is, but it isn't at the same time. About a week before he posted this video, I found pretty much something very similar to what his concept was, and I didn't actually know that he had a concept like this. But so we talked about it, and he said, whatever, I'll give credit to you too, because you're the, like, he knows I was the only other person, or we think I'm the only other person that really thought of this, kind of, but I did it in my own way. Basically, instead of splitter TNT, I'm using a 1-rev, because if you didn't use a 1-rev or a splitter TNT, you need 427 hammer if you keep the same timings, unless I delay my hammer by like an extra game tick. And at that point, your sand's going to be below 252, and it's going to understack by 1 than you want. So what I thought of after figuring out they need like 400 hammer is I can use a 1-rev, because your hammer is going to be like up here still, but it's like slightly lower than that obviously, and your sand's going to be like down there, but that's not the whole point. It's the fact that the sand has been falling for longer, meaning that your sand has a more downwards velocity due to gravity, and your hammer hasn't been falling for as long, so it doesn't have much downwards velocity as to counteract when the 1-rev blows up. So the hammer is going to be going up a little higher than the sand would when the 1-rev goes off, which is why I only need about 318 hammer, if I'm correct. So if I look here, so yeah, I only need 318 hammer. So that's kind of that for this here, and it works with like normal 1-rev ratios pretty much, except your power is just a bit different. But it does not work with barrel stacking 1-rev ratios as far as I know. It's actually worse with them. It's like not, I don't recommend it. And I'll show that it doesn't really clip here. Obviously you can say that, oh, you can do that, you not need an anti-clip or anything, but I'm not going to really talk about how anti-clip's actually useless and your slab bus will do the job. So I really just don't want to talk about that because I really don't see that, like, anti-clip just does fucking nothing. So whatever, because you can use your slab bus for that job. It doesn't matter. I proved that with somebody else because we were just talking about it. But basically, now the other thing about the wiring is that it's kind of weird. Like, I didn't really think of a nice way to do it on Scannon, which is the only other thing I want to talk about, is because it's kind of a little messy here. So I basically made this demo here to show that you can pretty much do the same thing here. So I made a weird way to do it, but this is without game taking your powers at all. So I really don't need this here. I could just put a line of redstone dust going off of here or something, and attaching to this and going into this, but I'll explain basically what powers what. So this left side here entirely, this first section, up to here and to here, that is the, like, sand shot, for example. Then on the other side, you have basically your hammer shot right here, your hammer power. And over here would be like an AP power, for example, because it'd just be easier to wire or something. But you can use this here to kind of extend it without adding ticks and making it a little harder to wire sometimes. Or just, like, not adding unwanted ticks in areas, because you get this, right? Go up, make it go up again. But obviously, I mean, people might be able to say, oh, well, this is just adding a tick when it gets to here, and you can just do normal repeaters. And I mean, I get it, but this kind of just makes it better, because once you get to here, not only are you getting, what, up to basically 12 blocks, the 13th block here, then you're getting an additional 15 from this piece of dust. So you're getting about 20 something blocks, 28 maybe, 28 blocks upwards for just one redstone tick instead of the normal 15. So it's basically almost doubling it. And as you can see, like, I wouldn't, so I mean, I could just disconnect this, and I could, add this here and whatever, and put 2 repeaters there. But like, basically that's just pretty much a better way to do it than that can over there, because that can was kind of messy because it was really rushed. But yeah, that's about it.